Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Statistical and Geospatial Insights YouTube channel. We are meeting in lesson number 38A, which is about data entry in SPSS using sample questionnaire. By the end of this lesson, you'll be able to enter and code data in SPSS before data analysis. First of all, let us look at the steps that we use to enter data into SPSS. The first thing you do is that you have to open your SPSS and then you look at the variable view. So now this is our SPSS and this is the variable view. You remember some time back we discussed about the components of the variable view. So we're going to define the variable, the components of the variable view, the name of the variable we're going to write. It should be short and unique name. Things like age, gender, education, employment, these are actually the name of the variables. And the types. So the types refer to whether your variable is going to appear in the data view as numbers or as text. If they are going to appear as number, then it is numeric, or text is string. Then the width, that is the space that the letters of your name, the name you have entered, the space that the letter will take, or if it is number, the width for that one. And then the label, you're going to give a label to the name. Usually it is a longer description of the variables. For example, like participant income. And then the values, you can assign labels to the category, like the gender, one is male and two is female. We're going to look at this one. The missing value, you just leave it at the moment. Then the measure, the type of the variable, whether it is scale, ordinal, or nominal, which is categorical. After having entered all this information, these are the information for the questions that are describing the questions that you're going to enter. Then after you have entered the questions, then you come to fill the questions. That is to say, you are going to look at the questionnaire one by one to fill this question, and this one will happen in the data view. And after you have entered all the, you have filled all the questions from the respondents, then you save your data for later use like data analysis. Now we're going to start by looking at our questionnaire. And this questionnaire is hypothetical questionnaire that I designed it myself. So this is the questionnaire. So instruction, answer the following questions. The first question is the gender of the respondent, male or female. The second question is the age. And here the age is given as categories 18 to 27, and etc. And the education level of the respondent: did not attend school, completed primary education, completed secondary education, completed university or postgraduate education. The marital status of the respondent: you have married, single, divorced, widow or widower. And then question number 5 is about satisfaction of the service or the product. So here, this one is given as Likert scale: very satisfied, satisfied, neutral, dissatisfied, very dissatisfied. Then question number 6 is that the respondent should select more than a question. What of our products do you prefer? So you have tea, coffee, chocolate, hibiscus, and yogurt. So he can just, or she can select 1 or 2 or 3. So we will start entering this question from number 1 up to question number 5. Question number 6 needs a very special skills to enter, because in this question, each one of the options by themselves are questions. So this one will be done later. We'll start by filling the first one, which is the gender. But before doing that, you have to give ID to the questionnaire. Because names are not there, you have to label or to number your questionnaire from 1 up to, if there are 1,000, you can have 001, 002 up to 1,000. And this is very important because the questionnaire don't have names. In case there's a problem with one of the questionnaire, you can refer to the number, then you'll be able to sort out this problem. So let us start by filling the questions or writing the questions in SPSS. So here, this is the variable view. You have seen here, you have the components of the variable, the name, the type of the variables, the width, the decimals, the label, the values, up to the measure or the role of the variable. So first of all, let me enter the ID for the questions. And this one is numeric. Let me say the width should be 8 and then no decimal here. Then the label here, you write respondents questionnaire ID. So you can expand this one like this. And here, the missing number, you leave it. And you can align it whether in the middle or the center or the right. And the measure here is scale because it is number. This is the first thing. The second thing is the gender. Write gender. And let me say it is a numeric 0, the decimal place. Then you write, or in this case, let us just write question 1. Just say question 1. Then you write here respondents gender. So we go back to the questionnaire. You can see here that A is male and B is female. So let us say 1. You quote them. You quote them here. We say 1 is male at 2 is female at say okay. You can just center the this one in the middle, and this one is nominal. It is the name. It is a nominal measure. Then you go to question number 2. Question number 2 is about the respondent age. 1 or A, 18 to 27, B, 28 to 37, C, 38 to 47, and D, more than 48. So we go to the SPSS here, then you write question 2, and then it is numeric 0 decimal place, then you say respondent's age, then you come to the category, you say 1, 18 to 27, at 2, 28 to 37, at 3, 38 to 47, at 4, more than 48. You say at, sorry, there's a mistake, more than 48, at, then you say okay. Then you come and then you look at the measure for the age. The measure for the age is ordinal because it is organized from the smallest to the biggest. Then you have question number 3. What was it about? It was about education. This is question number 3. It's about the educational level of the respondent. Did not go to school, completed primary education. Number C, completed secondary education. D, completed university. E, postgraduate education. So we go to SPSS and see how we can code it. So we say respondents education, then you say one is did not attend school, did not attend school. Two, completed primary education. Then you add three, completed secondary education, secondary education. Four, completed university. Completed university. Five, postgraduate. Postgraduate. You say add, you say okay. Then you come and look for the measure of education. Now you have seen that it is organized from a person who did not go to school up to. So this one is, there's an order there. So it is known as ordinal. Ordinal. Question number 4. Go back and see this question number 4. It's about the respondent marital status. So that married, single, divorced, widow, and widower. So again, you go to the SPSS, and then you say it is numerical. Usually we don't have decimal places here. Then you say question number 4, respondents marital status. So we say 1, married, 2, single, 3, divorce, 4, widow, 5, widower. Then you add, then you say okay. Now the type of the measure here, it is scale, I'm sorry, it is nominal, because the order can be either. You can just start with divorce and widower and etc. And this is nominal. Now you have filled this question. Then you come to question number 5. Go to the questionnaire. And then you see this question number 5. It's about how satisfied are you with the products. How satisfied are you with the products? You have very satisfied, satisfied, neutral, dissatisfied, and very dissatisfied. You know, this type of question is known as the Likert scale. So they start from the highest to the neutral and then to the lowest. Of course, very satisfied is the highest, then satisfied, the second, neutral, in the middle, and then dissatisfied, and then this one. So now we are going to enter this in the same way in the SPSS. So you have question number 5. We better write the question as it is. This you can just say, sorry, how satis how satisfied are you with our products? So now you have the Leica. You say 1, very satisfied, add 2, satisfied, add 3 neutral and 4 dissatisfied, and then 5 very dissatisfied. Then you say okay, add, then you say okay. And like actually, this is ordinal. The question are organized in order. So this one ordinal here. Now, there's another way of filling this questionnaire by writing, for example, question 1, you write here gender. Question 2, you write about respondent, you write about age, like that. Either ways, it's okay. It depends on which one you think is the best for your case. We have written all the, we have written up to question number 5. When you go back to the questionnaire, look at question number 6. What of our product do you prefer? You could select more than one. Now, this question here, entering such type of question whereby the respondent can select more than one. So there's a special way of entering this data because each one of the option by itself is a question. In this case, I will not cover this one in this lesson. We will look at this one in the next lesson. So we're going to look at the answering or how to enter this type of question and also open-ended question. So this question from number 1 up to number 6, we call them the close-ended questions. And number 7 is the open-ended questions in which the respondent can write his or her views in the space provided. Go back to the to Spss here. Now you have this one. When you go to the data view, you can see it is empty because number 1 here will be respondent number 1. Then you fill for this one. So now what is going to happen is that we're going to save this data. So in saving your data, you make sure that you save your data wherever all your work is, and in a place that if you want to access the data, it doesn't take time and you'll get it easily. So now when you just click on save the data, you'll get the file name where you're going to write your data. Here I will say sample questions. And then when you look at the sample questions, you look at SAV. So it means that it's going to save your data as data because there's no output here in this case. We don't have output, but let us go and select where to save the data. For me, let me put it on the desktop. On the desktop, let me say put it in SPS data. I save it in this. Then I'll say save. It is already there. I don't need this one at the moment. I close it. I don't want to save it. Uh, this is the questionnaire that we're going to continue from question number 7 next time. So I would like to take this opportunity, first of all, to thank you for following my YouTube lessons. Please, you subscribe to the channel so that whenever a new YouTube is uploaded, you'll have access to get it. So see you in the next YouTube.